What we're going to go over today is the process of preparing mate. This isn't going to be a taste test per se, because one of the things we'll let you know right from the get-go is we already know how Host K feels about yerba mate. Anyway.
Because it tastes like dirt and grass.
She has an opinion, which I do enjoy the taste.
Did it take you a while to enjoy the taste though? You enjoyed the taste right off.
I enjoyed the taste right off, but part of what I enjoy about it is not just the taste, but there is process, there is gear, there's equipment, all sorts of things that go along preparing mate. One of the first pieces of equipment is a gourd. They come in either actual gourds or ceramic or wood, all sorts of different things, but a container to drink it out of. Mm-hmm. You also have a bombilla, or generally it's a metal straw. Sometimes they're made out of wood or other materials, but it is like a straw with a filter at the bottom. It says, but really just get whatever you want.
Okay.
All right, so you've got yours, I've got mine. You also need the herb or the actual mate. You can order it online. You can even get it at Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods, that same sort of place. Generally, you can buy a better brand for much cheaper if you go to some sort of ethnic store if you're in the United States.
You're saying like an ethnic store, like what kind of ethnic? Like
if
I'm
you're in Northern America,
99 market, like.
No. So this is like the national drink of Argentina.
Okay.
Taragüi is a standard brand. So you're going to pour the herb into your gourd and fill it about 2/3 of the way full. You don't want it all the way up. You want to leave a little bit of space. So you're right, it is dusty, and that's going to account for step number 2. So all that dust that often comes in the packaging is not your friend. That's not what you're looking to drink. So you want to get as much of that out as you possibly can. First thing to do is put your hand over the top of it, shake it. You see if you turn it over, you see it on your hand there?
Yeah.
I can get all kinds of dust off of the rim of my ceramic piece there. You'll want to heat your water. You don't need to boil it, it does not need to steep. It's not like a tea where it needs to be brought up to a temperature and to sit in that heat over a long period of time. It kind of steeps instantly. So you want it to be at a drinkable temperature right from the start. So here is kind of the trickiest part. So the first thing, put your hand over the gourd. Turn it upside down.
Okay.
And then you're going to kind of turn it on its side, maybe to a 45-degree angle, so that when you take your hand off, all the herb, the loose herb, is kind of sitting on one side, right? So you want an opening, but then the herb is all kind of packed. Put a little bit of water in that open space, not filling it up, but just to get it damp a little bit, and take your bombilla and that little spoon part and start to kind of pack the bottom of that in. So you want to build all of that herb so it's like a wall on one side of your cup. Yours will work better than this one, like you would a sand castle.
I got it.
Okay. So once you have a wall on there, take that flat side, because that's the part that's going to be facing up, and you are going to place that at the base of the gourd, so on the bottom, and kind of dig it underneath, push it underneath.
Okay.
So it's nestled at the bottom of that sandcastle.
Okay.
Once you have that set in there, you don't touch the bombilla anymore. When mate is drank socially, one person makes one mate and then they pass it around. It's a natural inclination for someone's new when you grab that. You want to grab the straw and hold it there, and that's kind of a no-no. You've packed this wall, you've got it set, you want it there to last, so you don't touch the straw or the bombilla, you leave it as it is.
Okay.
Because you're drinking it one serving at a time, you only need a little bit of sugar, and you pour that sugar right down in that opening.
Why don't they create the bombilla with a wall in between? And just like some little holes so that the water can strain.
I'm not the creator of this, so if you want to talk to Argentina and lots of mate drinkers, all right.
I need more sugar.
You probably need more sugar. And then you take your water. If you've done it well, there's a little bit of foam at the top. It's a little bit foamy, and that's a good sign.
Oh, now it's time to drink it?
Cheers.
It feels really hot. I feel like it might be too hot to
Don't
drink.
touch the straw. One of the things about drinking out of a metal bombilla is you can kind of feel with your mouth how hot that is, and bombilla might be a little bit hotter than the water, so you can kind of gauge if it's a temperature or not. Was it still too hot for you?
No, it wasn't too hot. You're right, I could tell.
How did it taste for you?
Nope.
Try that one. See what you think.
But I made it. I feel accomplished.
Happy mate, everybody.
I'm glad you think boiling water, hot water is
It's
fun.
not boiling water. One of the challenges if you don't speak Spanish, you don't always know what kind of flavor that is. But this one is infused with a fruit flavor.
You don't know what the fruit is either.
What's that yellow one with all the seeds in it?
So,
Sir, shout out to the cap, the great captain of Skog.
who else drinks it?
Little children, large women, all sorts of people.
Does Dante likes it?
Dante sent me a picture of him, his mate, and a cheese board for my birthday in honor of my practice.
Oh, I love Dante.
Getting a special one when you did that.
When she came over our house and you drank mate with her, and she just held it like this with both hands because she hadn't had it in like 3 years or something. So she drank it as a missionary. So she went, "Oh, mate, how I have missed you," and then drank it with you like all night.